Hi, welcome to Start BSS Tutorials. In the previous tutorial, we looked at customer inventory. In this tutorial, we'll look at customer service report functionalities. Each customer's service reports are found within the customer details under task section. A service report can be used as confirmation of work that has been done for the customer. Once a task has been completed and the service report is approved by the customer, use the service report approval as a go-ahead to issue an invoice for the provided services. Let's create a new service report. Once you click the Add button, a new report is created and shown to you. The report has the customer's name, start and end time of the work, the report status, information about who accepted or approved the report, and a flag on whether a separate bill is required. You can also see all unresolved tasks related to this customer. Tasks that require customer sign-off can only be resolved through a service report. Below that, you can see charges related to this report, and the notes section, which is for any additional comments you'd want printed on the service report. The supplied or delivered goods notes section will be printed on the service report too. Let's now take a look at how to resolve a task. This is achieved through the Done button. Clicking this button takes you to a resolution dialog that requires a task description that will be visible to the customer and an optional task comment that is an internal comment and thus invisible to the customer and won't be printed on the report. You can also mark this task as paid if required. Save. Now your task status changes to Done. In case you need to undo this action, use the Reopen Task for Edit option from the task menu. When at least one task is done on a service report, a button for closing the service report reappears. Clicking the Close Report button takes you to a service report closing dialog. In this dialog, you can provide the start and end dates with their associated time of work. The work duration will automatically be calculated from this information. You can fill in the name of the person who accepted or approved your work, but this field is optional. Then, you can set the service and transport charges. Start BSS offers these two sets of charges because they are frequently used in business and service transactions. You can either fill in one, both, or none of them. Let's do that. Going to Service Charge. Selecting a product from the catalog fills both the product code and the name fields. If the product quantity is in hours, like in our example, copy and paste the work duration information above. Moving on to Transport Charge. Selecting a product from the catalog fills both the product code and the name fields. Finally, select the preferred invoice currency and choose whether or not to create a separate invoice for this service. Leaving this option unselected adds the charges to a cumulative invoice. Click Save. The service report is now closed and it's impossible to add any more tasks to it. But, in case you need to add more tasks to it, you will have to explicitly reopen the service report. Looking at our created service report, you can see that charges were automatically added to the report. It's also possible to set different charges manually. You can now download the report in PDF format and check for any mistakes. In case of mistakes, you can always reopen it, modify, and close it again. If everything is okay, confirm the service report and you are done with the administration. Confirmation of a service report has its own defined access rights within the system's administration. So, your employees can provide customer service, create the customer service report, and you, as a manager, can confirm it later. Once you click Confirm Report, Billing items for the invoice are automatically generated for each service report charge. You can always find this service report in customer detail.